alıyor ama yüksek sesle konuşuyor. Okay.
Herkese merhabalar. Bugün Vigil-Toronto'dayız. Vigil-Toronto topluluğu olarak. Burada onlarca, yüzlerce insan toplandı. Ülkemizde gerçekleşen maalesef deprem vesilesiyle bir anma etkinliği düzenleniyor. Birazdan burada tören başlayacak. Ben sözü bırakıyorum.
Herkese hoş geldiniz diliyorum. Welcome everyone. We are here to commemorate the lost lives of our friends and families in the southeast part of Turkey, in those cities that we have displayed today, symbolic to those we lost in Turkey on February 6th, 2.5 weeks ago. We have some community members, thanks for coming. We have our General Consul of Turkey, Sinem Migan, and we have a valuable MPP, Mitzi Hunter, with us. They will have some words to share with you. Before we do that, I'd like to thank all of you that you came today to support us. We as TEPAK organization are always here to support our community, and please let us know how much more we can help each other. I would like to ask everyone to stay silent for a moment of silence, and following that, our national anthem for Turkey. Thank you. Teşekkür ediyorum. Sayın Sinem Migan, Başkonsolosumuz, Toronto Başkonsolosumuzu davet ediyorum mikrofona. Please, our General Consul of Turkey, Sinem Migan.
Hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Toplumumuzdan böyle büyük bir kalabalığı bugün görmek gerçekten çok anlamlı. Welcome everybody. Yabancı dostlarımız aramızda olduğu için müsaadenizle İngilizce devam edeceğim. Yeah, thank you everybody for coming on this cold day. This is as cold as people are now trying to survive in Turkey. Today we came together to demonstrate that they are not alone, that even thousands of miles away from Turkey, in Canada, we share their pain, we try to help, and we stand in solidarity with them. And we are grateful to our Canadian friends for standing together with us. I am so emotional today, we are all so emotional. Since 6th of February, it's been 19 days that we haven't slept well, we couldn't eat. We try to get together as a community and do something for the people in Turkey who have been suffering from the earthquake. What keeps us strong and what gives us the strength every day to start over, do something, is that we are not alone. As a community, we are together, and our Canadian friends are supporting us. Thank you, NPP Hunter. And we also have Mrs. Salhat from Azerbaijan, from Baku, with us today. We have our young people, our volunteers with us today. The first thing I want to say today to thank them, because since the beginning of the earthquake, since our relief efforts, they've been on the first lines to do something. They haven't slept, I know, they haven't eaten. But they felt that as a community, we are really strong and we are getting even stronger. I'm incredibly proud of my community, of my youth, that they've been so resilient, they've been so helping each other and standing together and helping our consulate's relief efforts as well. As you all know, we opened several warehouses and collected many items. Some of them we sent with Turkish Airlines, some of them with containers and ships. And our efforts to do more is just, we do that with the community. We are also grateful to our Canadian friends and at government level as well. Ontario government donated 9.3 tons of goods. They have already been used in Turkey. The Canadian government at federal level, they first announced 10 million of pledge and then the Red Cross campaign match. Yesterday, as you know, they announced another 20 million and 10 million of humanitarian goods. This is a marathon, so we have to continue this together. We have to just keep asking for more help from our friends and allies. Since the earthquake, more than 100 countries offered their help. They sent search and rescue teams, they sent humanitarian goods, they sent relief teams to Turkey. And we are, to continue this, we need more help, and we have to stand together in solidarity. On this cold day, we feel what the earthquake survivors, we try to feel what the earthquake survivors feel, because they just went to their beds in a normal night and then wake up in their pajamas bare feet. Whatever we do, it feels just not enough. So thank you once again for everything that you have done as a community. Our Turkish associations have been great, helping each other. Our businesses have supported all the relief efforts. We will continue now with more fundraising efforts, more financial donations, and as I said, we will need our friends and allies' support. On this occasion, I just want to say that we are so sorry for all the lives lost, because we also have together among us today some friends who have lost family, friends, their loved ones, so many relatives. We have people from Hatay, from Adıyaman, from Malatya, from Maraş, and all the other provinces. The magnitude, the scale of the pain is unbelievable, and we all share it one way or another, even if we don't have our relatives lost or so. We all feel this, and we will feel this for a long time. So thank you once again for coming today, and we will stand together to continue our relief efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, General Counsel Sina Mingyan. I'd like to invite Mitzi Hunter, our MPP, to say a few words.
Thank you so much, and thank you to the General Counsel Sina Mingyan for your words and comfort that you're bringing to your community. I feel the sadness here today, and you know, as we stand together in this circle, in the Gulf Square, may we comfort each other, comfort the young people, comfort the elders in our community. And even in the midst of this horrible human tragedy, that we can find that comfort with each other. So I wanted to be here today. My very good friend, Ali Demirkan, reached out and told me this was happening. I visited Istanbul about a decade ago. I was the CEO of an organization called Civic Action, and I was invited to speak at the university for an international conference. And I was just really struck, coming from what I thought was a very large city here in Toronto, how cosmopolitan and busy and thriving with life. And believe it or not, I was just walking along, and I met somebody from Toronto when I was there. So we have a common humanity. Dr. Martin Luther King, he said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice, and I know right now it just feels so unjust that this tragedy has befallen the people of Turkey, particularly in the regions that you've described, and there's so much pain. 150,000 people injured, more than 15,000 people have lost their lives. People also in neighboring Syria as well, grieving for the loss of loved ones, and feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of the tragedy, and we're seeing that with the images that are being shared around the world. So, I want to offer my heartfelt condolences to those who have lost loved ones, those who are grieving, those who have not heard and are still holding out hope. What I can say in terms of hope is that, the future does offer the opportunity to rebuild and to repair lives. And as long as we work together, as long as we continue to extend humanitarian aid, and I know many Canadian organizations are doing that, many Canadians are giving as well, then that would give the people in Turkey hope. And that is what is needed now, more than anything else. The young people that are here need to see that. They need to see that there is hope. And so, as we stand in this circle, and we link arms together with the people who are suffering in this tragedy, that is what I offer, is that the future will bring greater hope and healing from this tragedy. So on behalf of my colleagues at the Ontario Liberal Party, I'm the deputy leader there, I offer that today. I know I saw my colleague in the legislature, Chris Glover, is here from the NDP caucus from Spadina, Fort York. So this is about a common humanity, right? We're all standing together to comfort each other, and also to respond. Those who have an opportunity to donate and to give, Those who have an opportunity to give an encouraging word need to do that at this time. So I want to thank the organizers for bringing us all here together, and we have not forgotten that there are people around the world right now that are suffering as a result of this tragedy. And my heartfelt condolences to those who have lost loved ones and to those who are injured and hoping for a recovery, both on the human side and also where there was loss of property as well. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Hunter. Next speaker is another MPP of ours, Mr. Chris Glover, please.
Merhaba, nasılsınız, hoş geldiniz. Benim adım Chris Glover. Önce ben İngiliz öğretmen İstanbul'da. Bugün bu zor zamanda Türkiye halkını desteklemek için buradayım. So my name is Chris Glover. I'm the MPP for Spadina Fort York. 20 years ago, I was a teacher in Istanbul, and my children were very young at the time. They were 3 and 5, and I'm forever grateful to the people of Turkey for the hospitality that you showed me and my family at that time. And in this time, in your time of need, when there's just this horrific tragedy, in Turkey, my heart goes out to you and to the people that I met there, and the people that were so kind to us. And I hope that we can show the same kind of kindness and support for the people of Turkey and the people of Syria in your hour of need today, because this is a tragedy. This is one of the worst earthquake tragedies the world has ever seen. 50,000 confirmed deaths, 44,000 in Turkey, 6,000 in Syria, and many, many more people, cities destroyed. And we must stand. I'm very proud to stand with you today to grieve the losses of loved ones, of family members. And I also commit myself to supporting the rebuilding effort, because we must rebuild Gaziantep and Hatay and all the other many cities and villages that have been destroyed in this earthquake. So thank you to Ali Demircan and to the Turkish Entrepreneurs and Professionals Associations of Canada for organizing this event. Thank you for allowing me to speak. It's a real honor to be here, and I stand in support with you and the people of Turkey and Syria. Thank you.
We have another guest who would like to say a few words to our community and friends, Mr. Uche Okugo. He is representing Rotary Club of Brampton.
Thank you very much for the chance to speak. I am the president of Rotary Club of Brampton, part of Rotary International, a 1.4 million member organization. Turkey as a nation, the Turks as people are very dear to our hearts. We've had a couple of collaborations where we got strong support from them. Personally, I've been to Turkey 3 times. I know it's a beautiful country, beautiful people. It really breaks our heart as an organization, because we're humanitarian. When we heard about this great tragedy, I have never heard of something like this before. I guess the last time I heard of something like this was during the World War. So it was serious. When we had the chance to support, we called our partner organizations, and then we decided to do as much we can, the best we can for the people of Turkey as well as Syria. I have here with me Badr Shamimi. Badr is the president-elect, and he's directly responsible for these efforts that we are putting towards support for the people on ground. I want to start by thanking the organizers for this event. It's good to come together, especially because we have one goal here. We feel the same thing and want to do the best we can to support the people on ground, giving hope to Turks and Syrians as well. Thanks to our partner organization, Shelter Box, which is actually a product of Rotary International. Like I said, but I will give more details as to what we do, and it's also important to mention how we can support as well, because everybody can do something. collectively we can do the best we can, just to bring succor to people that are currently passing through this dangerous and very terrible tragedy.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Badr Shamim. I'm both the incoming president for Rotary Club of Brampton as well as the director for Canada-Turkey Business Council, partner organization of TEC. We're delighted to be here to lend support to our colleagues as they've put together this event to both mourn as well as recognize the tragedy that has unfolded in Turkey and Syria in recent years. As President Luce mentioned, Rotarians are a global organization. We already have over 3,000 Rotarians on the ground in Turkey that are part and parcel of our fraternity. Shelter Box is an auxiliary organization that basically was created 20 years ago by Rotarians precisely to deal with situations like that. When something like this happens, you don't have the time on your side to plan ahead and do things from a longer term perspective. The immediate need requires rapid deployment, and that's what Shelter Box is all about. They're a global organization, and they're always ready to basically go on the ground when the need is and start delivering goods that are required by people in need. And Shelter Box was already on the ground in Syria even before the earthquake happened, trying to help the humanity as Syrians were already near collapse because of the civil war over the last few years. So when we heard about the earthquake, I started mobilizing support within our Rotary district, which goes from Orangeville, Brampton, Mississauga, Oakville, Burlington, all the way to Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge. There are 48 clubs and some 1,500 Rotarians there. Now we have started to raise funds for Shelter Box, who are also working hand in hand with Rotarians from District 2430. That's the district where all of these cities are located in and where the earthquake happened. So Shelter Box people are on the ground getting advice from the Rotarians in Turkey, and as they are identifying needs, whether it's providing blankets, whether it's providing tents, whether it's providing heaters, whether it's providing solar lamps, whatever the case might be, they are then, through help with local Rotarians, going on the ground, meeting people, addressing the need by providing them aid. So what we have done is gone to our Rotary clubs, 48 Rotary clubs in our district, and said, look, our Rotary club will match the first $5,000 donated by local community members. You guys do the same thing. And slowly and surely, all the Rotary clubs are now coming on board with that. So Rotary Club of Brampton, you can find us on the Shelter Box landing page. We'll match the first $5,000 donated towards the cause. Canada-Turkey Business Council is promoting that initiative, as well as Brampton World Trade, our local chamber in Brampton. Once again, we're with you in your grief. Long live Turkey, long live Canada-Turkey friendship. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We have friends of ours from Azerbaijan, Dr. Salhat Abbasova, head of the Department for Americas, Great Britain and Israel of the State Committee on Work with Diaspora of the Republic of Azerbaijan, would like to say a few words for us.
Dear friends, dear Turkish community, I just want very shortly to express our sadness, deepest sadness about earthquake. So, just probably you know that Azerbaijan, the first day, it was Turkey to help to prevent the rescue issues in this area. And we will still with you, we will still with Turkey until the last day to get restored these cities and assist the people who need really help. Long live Turkey. Türk halkı, Azerbaycan halkı kardeştir ve biz birlikteyiz. Son güne dek sizleri çok sevirik, her zaman yanınızdayız. And people around the world, Azerbaijanis around the world, not just all the government, try to help with any assistance for this problem, the solution of the problem. Thank you. We call everybody to assist and help somehow to solve the problems which happened during this earthquake. Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Teşekkürler herkese. Bizlerin burada ayrıca son olarak sizlere töreni kapatmadan evvel TEPAK organizasyonunun kurucu başkanı Nedim Düzenli de birkaç söz söylemek ister. Mr. Nedim Düzenli would like to say a few words representing TEPAK organization.
First of all, thank you very much coming in this cold day and mourning all the victims of earthquake in Turkey and Syria. Just think about it, minus 15 in Malatya, Diyarbakır, Hatay, Kahramanmaraş, and all the other cities in Turkey. Just think about it. A second. We are in cold here in Toronto, but think about it under the buildings and nobody coming. Nobody coming, nobody hearing. And think about it, your friends, your relatives, and your loved ones under. Think about it, and you didn't find them. You are asking where they are. Think about it, and never forget. Never forget, ask the question, where they are. Ask the question, what happened? And we are in Toronto, long time. We are in Toronto. We are in Canada. We are in welfare state. Think about it. What's going on? Think about it. Ask the question. We will never forget. We will never let the forget. Bienvenue. Bienvenue on with proud moment here. All Canadians, all the world, never forget. Never forget and never get forgotten. People in Kahramanmaraş, people in Antakya, people in Samanda, people in Pazarcık, people in Elbistan, never forget. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are concluding the gathering. We are all mourning, and thanks again. And teşekkür ederiz. Umarım daha güzel günlerde burada tekrar beraber oluruz. Daha eğlenceli günlerde. Söyleyecek hepinizin aklından geçen çok şeyler var. Ama hepimizi bir olarak, tek bir yürek, tek bir kalp olarak bu zor günleri de aşacağız. Bir teşekkür de Azerbaycan Komitesi'ne. Onlar da Oceli katliamının yıl dönümünü yarın anacaklar. Onlarla da beraber solidarity, dayanışma içindeyiz. Özellikle bu deprem dolayısıyla TEPAK gönüllülerine ve TEPAK yönetim kuruluna ve bağımsız gönüllülere, Kanada'nın her tarafından, dünyanın her tarafından yardım eden herkese, tek yürek olan herkese, gelecek için, Türkiye için çalışan herkese sonsuz teşekkürler. Herkes elinden geleni yapmaya çalışıyor, fazlasını yapmaya çalışıyor. Bu gençlik geleceğimiz, gelecek sizlerde. Tekrar teşekkür ediyorum. İyi günler diliyorum. Unutmayalım, unutturmayalım. Teşekkürler.
Abi şu tarafa geç. Şuraya geç. Yok, mikrofonu almana gerek yok. Direkt telefona konuşacaksın. Şu çapraza dur. Yüksek sesle konuş.
Anlamın sonuna geldik. Bu konuşmayla birlikte burada toplanan herkese teşekkür ederiz. Sen bana konuşmanın sonuna geliyoruz. Umarım daha güzel günlerde görüşmek üzere.